Welcome, everyone, to what may be the final episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! The Falsebound Kingdom. There's only a few more missions left in the game. So yeah. Alright. Is everybody ready for the next bout? Oh god. Damn it, my sandwich is falling apart. Yeah! Our plan worked! It's not over yet, Joey. We need to take out the rest of these trailing units before Merrick gets back. Oh, Jesus, I'm gonna have to scrap with Ishizu and Odeon again. Hunter Spiders and Dragon Seeker. Dragon Seed. I feel like that asshole kid from the Simpsons. Every time I blind somebody and then they miss. Oh my god, he crit! Afternoon, Rev! How you doing, my friend? Two giant red sea snakes. And a serpent night dragon. Okay. And these cocknoses have... Oh, great! You're gonna try and fuse twin-headed thunder dragon. Garuzzi's, Panther Warrior, Garuzzi's. Onion, no items. Shizu doesn't have any either. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, who do we not piss off? That's right, my Valentine. Frankly, I'm surprised he lived through two of those. Good God, her harpies have gone up in level. Burger do you good? Do your sandwich? think too hard about it, honey. Just enjoy it. Flame sword's been missing again. God damn! Panther Warrior for the backup. And then Panther Warrior misses. That was actually a pretty rock-solid enemy squad there. I'm sure a lot of people have probably heard me mention that this game definitely cheats in more than a few areas, and a lot of people may ask, how does it cheat? And does it cheat right in front of your eyes? The correct answer is, yes it does cheat right in front of your eyes. If you really want to know how bad the game is cheating with you, look carefully at the monsters. Then look even more carefully at what those monsters are supposed to do. A great example is to look at Odeon. He has 2 embodiments of Apophis. The way this team is cheating is that you can only have 1. But it's not really cheating in a way that's completely unbalanced. Every single one of these AIs, though, like every single one of these teams, other than Odeon's on top of that for the generic guys, they're all also cheating because they can actually get multiple copies of the same monster for their squads. Now, you might see that the enemy has multiple opportunities to hit a Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon fusion here. You might also ask, what the hell is my goal for this fight? My goal for this fight is to take out each Thunder Dragon before it has a chance to fuse, or force the fusion early by crippling a Thunder Dragon right before it gets to its own turn, so that it very promptly tries to actually do that. Okay, that was a crit, but I really need this guy to stop guarding. This AI is being exceedingly defensive. And now we don't have to worry about the fusion. And he missed. I've never seen an AI guard that many times in a row like that, while his allies are getting hammered. I've never seen that happen. So defensive. Yeah, Fox mentioned that in the, Yeah, Ozzy Osbourne just died, like, damn rip. Hulk Hogan died right after Ozzy from a heart attack. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, so far I'm having a good time. Wow. So many old-time celebrities are just kind of dropping off the earth now. Yes. For anybody who might not know it, Hulk Hogan was a big-time wrestler for a long time. He was so popular and so famous in Hollywood, he actually got invited to the roast of David Hasselhoff. Which shocked a lot of people. I don't think anybody expected him to get invited to the roast of David Hasselhoff. It must be my destiny to fight here today, and fate has already decided the outcome. You know, when an AI program that sounds like that's designed to look like Ishizu tries to say the same things Ishizu would say, it kind of starts to feel obnoxious. God damn! God, I love this music. Whoever composed the music for this game, you did not get paid enough. Anything on your mind lately, Rev? Damn! Good crit. You been okay? Can my fairy's gift take a turn now? Thank you. All that's left is Odeon. Fuck it, let's build a trade union just to see what's here. Yummy! Oh, wow! Magic Jammer! Excuse me, Black Shield? No matter what happens, I will continue to fight in order to protect him. That didn't work out for you very well in the anime. It's not going to work out well for you here. Ladies and gentlemen, the most broken skull in the game. Rhyme. Damn! I'm getting a lot of crits. Is that what that attack modifier is on a lot of my martials? Is that actually just a crit modifier? Well, that's it for Odeon. And Ishizu got shit stomped by Malairuka. Of course, I remembered to kill the Magician of Faith first this time. Okay, Merrick's barely got legs to stand on now. Let's finish this once and for all. Mystical Beast Circuit has joined your forces. Imposter. Leaving his troops behind, Merrick chases Joey deep into the deep forest of Inzam and finds himself alone. This is just the chance the Black Dragon Squad has been waiting for. But Merrick's not ready to give up yet. So yeah, beating Odeon in Joey's mini-campaign unlocks Mystical Beast Circuit. So that's good news. So we're going to add Taya and Tristan to our retinues again. On to the next mission. Took us 30 minutes to clear the first mission. Not too bad. Hey, Merrick! This is the end of the line! It's time you taste the pain you've inflicted on so many others!
Ha! I'll say this for you. It was a pretty good plan for a bunch of small-time thieves. But you must be running low on brain power if you think you stand a chance against me! See? Can you hear it yet? Do you hear the heartbeat of the Great One? We can all look forward to an eternity of never-ending pain now! He's almost here!
Alright. Yami Merrick has the Winged Dragon of Ra! And we don't have anybody that can use gods. Yay! Ain't life fucking grand? This is the best thing that could have ever happened to us. We get to fight a god with no gods. Also, if anyone's wondering, no, I did not practice that Yami Merrick impression. I don't like Yami Merrick anywhere near enough to practice that impression. Oh, dear God. anybody wondering how you get the Winged Dragon of Ra, you actually have to defeat Merrick here in order to unlock it when he is Yami Merrick. Oh god, I'm pretty sure I'm going to regret trying to do this. Go take a swing at Yami Merrick. Malai Ruka, you go take a swing. Alright, Giselle, your turn. Yeah, that's kind of how I'm about to treat this entire fucking situation. Everybody get ready, because each one of you is probably going to turn into a pin cushion. And I have no shame. Alright, Mai, get your ass down here. Joey, get your ass over here. Surrounding Merrick is not the issue. Neither is, honestly, in particular, worrying about reinforcements, because they're not going to happen. Yami Merrick is going to be completely fucking alone this entire scrap. Alright, Tristan, you first. We'll see how much I regret this in a minute.
You can never defeat me! And I'll tell you why. Because I know that the Great One is real, and he's on my side! That's what he promised me, and that's what I got! Ultimate power! Behold! The Winged Dragon of Ra!
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you history's most dangerous Rubik's Cube! Or sphere in this case. The Winged Dragon of Ra! Alright, let's see how badly Tristan gets his ass beat. Because it probably will happen. What does this do? Inflicts massive damage on all enemies. Okay, does not do anything other than that. This Egyptian god does not appear to have a status guard on him either. Oh dear god, he turned green. Wow. Okay. Alright. Almighty Blaze Cannon. He's blasting my worms, which is fine. Damn, that hurt! That did almost 1,000 damage! So, their goal is to weaken this god. Let's see how well Tristan does here. Poison flowing. And he immediately clears the poison. Almighty Blaze Cannon. His AI is being a little special right now. Of course, Battle Ox had to miss now. He's He's not using his AoE attack, which is really weird. I believe his AI should be programmed to use that in some degree. Doesn't like Dungeon Worm. Oh my god, he crit and one-shot him. For like 1,800 damage. Jesus! 2 crits in a row! Hits to kill my battle off. That's okay. Like 4,000 hit points. I think Joey can take him now. Joey should be able to deal with this. This will be the second god he's killed in this stream through series. Because Joey was the one to kill Obelisk. He missed his very first attack. God damn it! Rocket boost! Reduce that damage any way I can. Oh my dear God! He nearly one-shot my Panther Warrior. Dude! He would have with that crit if Rocket Warrior hadn't done what he did. And needed his damage. Another Almighty Blaze Cannon, my god, that fucking strobing effect. He's also confused now. The god is. That's my boy, Flame Swordsman! That's my boy! Oh my god, look at that. There goes the Winged Dragon of Ra, ladies and gentlemen.
No! I've been tricked! None of it was true! What a joke! My Great One is nothing more than a cheap imitation!
Eric.
Go ahead! Laugh! What a fool I've been! Go and live life! Leave me! At least until the real Great One finally does come!
The Eye of Ra has been acquired. So now, in Yugi or Kaiba's campaign, we can actually summon the Winged Dragon of Ra, as long as we have somebody who has Master of the Egyptian Gods. News of Joey's victory over Ishtar soon spread to every corner of the Empire. Heartened by his success, resistance fighters continued to pledge themselves to his cause and vowed to fight with him. But the Empire was not content to let this move go unchallenged. To hunt down the Black Dragon Squad, Emperor Heishin decided to send his own invincible Imperial Guard. A confident Joey decides to face this new enemy head-on. But if he had only known he was coming. So, yeah, because we don't have anybody with the Master of the Egyptian Gods ability, we won't be able to use the Eye of Ra until we do another campaign. So, like, Winged Dragon of Ra is straight up strictly a new game plus god. Alright, there's a hidden band of roaming monsters in this level. For a bunch of average duelists, you've done quite well for yourselves. But that's about to end. Even in this bizarro world, you are no match for me. What did you say? You're gonna eat those words, Kaiba! And just what the heck are you doing fighting for the Empire, you jerk? Ridiculous as it may be, this seems to be the role I've been assigned. So until I find a way to end this nightmare, I'm gonna play along with the idiot that came up with this story. Besides, you've always wanted to face me in a duel, little Joey, haven't you? It might prove quite interesting to do it here, don't you think? So, get back in character and face me. If you've got any pride at all, that is. You know what? I've never liked you, Kaiba, and I'm gonna enjoy stuffing that huge ego of yours back down your throat! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, oh no! We're being attacked! Oh wait, it's Mokuba. I'm suddenly way less scared. I mean, what? I didn't say that, did I? I totally did. I'm an Ashwood! Yay! Also, oh, Mokuba's got backup coming in right after. Jinzo and some giant mech soldiers. Cyber Commander, Launcher Spider, Labyrinth tank. Yeah, okay. Literally the only person who's actually dangerous here is Kaiba. Summon Skull, Zoa, and Beast of Gilfer. And none of these guys have items. Alright. When I beat your ass, it's not my fault. Okay, it totally is still my fault. Ice Storm? I didn't know he had an alien. Oh my god, the AoE damage. It only killed him? Really? The illusory gentleman? Oh shit. Oh no. Oh, okay, that wasn't anything. I'm not sorry. Nor should I be.
Damn!
He immediately broke out of the fucking paralysis. What an ass. There we go. Now he can't confuse us. At least not while he's confused. Good. Psychic wave missed. It was just enough drama to make it interesting and not so much drama that it became heavy or dark. Sorry guys, my girlfriend is just glad she found a movie that wasn't really heavy on the mind. Because, like, the last time she was like, hey, I've got a movie that I really want us to take a look at. I ended up sitting down and watching a movie that was called Hotel Mumbai, and I'm like, okay, that sounds fine, you know? A movie about a hotel, it can't be that bad. And it wasn't bad at all. In fact, actually, it had some pretty good acting in it. The only problem is that it was about a hotel and a city. And the hotel was in fact Hotel Mumbai, so it's not like the title lied to you about the name. It was about a city with a hotel in it that comes under fire from a bunch of kids with guns, basically, because a Terry cell in the Middle East basically mind-fucked all these kids with religious rhetoric, trained them to be able to shoot guns, and then put guns and explosives in their hands and told them to go kill everybody who did not pray to their god, because everybody who did not pray to their god was not human to them. And at the end of the movie, all of these kids, like, they're all teenagers basically, and all these teenagers are dead at the end of it. They're all killed in different ways by the military police force that comes in to seize control control the situation and calm things down. And the film doesn't really demonize the teenagers that are being used quite so much as kind of shows you how they're victims in their own right. But it was really fucked because most of the people whose stories you start to learn about and hear and understand in that film kind of all died. So it ended up being a really dark movie, but it was a really good movie regardless. Yes, I'm rotating fighters through in order to spread the EXP around a little bit. I'm also trying to make sure none of these fighters get overwhelmed by the sheer number of enemies that they are fighting. I really do like how Cyber Commander was dying, so he's like, I better buff these machines before I die. Because he knew he was gonna. Like, Cyber Commander has got some validity in this game because of a couple of his special skills, but his validity is not as high as you would think it is. He is not a particularly good unit in this game. He's definitely better in this game than he is in the actual TCG, though. Because in the actual card game, he's just a worthless level 2 monster with 750 attack, 700 defense. You know, he might look cool, but he's not doing anything useful. The only real noteworthy trivia about Cyber Commander beyond that is he's Tristan Taylor's favorite card. Oh, dear God. No, my illusory gentleman. No! No! You bastard! You killed Kenny! It's the worst South Park reference I'm gonna make all week. Oh my God, they killed Kenny, you bastards! As far as the trivia for Labyrinth Tank, the only real noteworthy thing about Labyrinth Tank is that it was used by the Paradox Brothers against Yugi and Joey, and then just sort of never appeared again in the TCG or in any of the card games. It did appear in, well, it appeared again in the anime during the Legendary Heroes arc. where Yugi, Joey, Mai, and Mokuba were trying to fight their way through an army of various duel monster traps arrayed by the Big Five. I would kill to go to a tournament like that, IRL. Oh. Crystal shards. That's Mystical Elf's attack? It's literally a palette swap of Dark Elf. I mean, these two are literally a palette swap of each other, but still. That's really kind of lame, video game. They never set that straight until Yugi just arbitrarily gives him that money, by the way. That aggravates the shit out of me! Like, obviously, by the end of the season, you're kind of like, well, I mean, Yugi is such a generous kid, but still.
Damn!
Oh, well, he can eat shit. Fuck. Oh god, Missile Blitz. Oh no! Oh no! Gift of the Mystical Elf! Used by the Mystical Elf! No, but he could sell his grandfather's cards just to humiliate him. And Weevil is vindictive enough to want to do that. So, there's not, you know, no reason for that. Ladies and gentlemen, Cosmo Queen! No, but with Weevil being fully aware of all the rules and then fighting somebody who doesn't know any of them, he is cheating because he's gave himself an unfair advantage. That's not as wrong as that guy thinks it is either. That's the sole reason Weevil wasn't fazed at all by the magic lightning combo. He knew it wouldn't work because he knew the secret rule. So, from that perspective, yes, he actually is cheating. Yeah, they do, actually. They stop attacks constantly. Yes. Yes, and in the actual TCG in the video games, no, you cannot recall an attack once you've fully declared it. The only time you are allowed to interrupt your attack is if certain effects trigger that that alter the state of the field, such as trying to attack somebody directly and then resurrecting a monster. You can actually stop and then choose to either continue your attack or refuse to attack. But those are very specific circumstances, and what was happening right there was not one of them. I may not be very good at the card game, but I've played enough to know most of the rules. Soul hunting. That's not actually that monster's attack. That monster's attack is Glimmer Strike. That's not a mental image I want. I love that comment so much. I wish we could trade my iron for life points. That is what would go on to become one of the most popular Archfiends in the fucking franchise. Gilfer Soul? The fuck does that do? Oh, you spent your last 2 action points powering yourself up only to not be able to use that power-up because you can now no longer attack. You idiot. Marthas, this is why nobody takes you seriously in this game. Because you suck. Good shot, Tristan. Yeah! Battlelock's got another action point. Yeah, no shit. Alright, who's the next band of roaming monsters up in this bitch? Skull Knight, Kazejin, and Pump King, the King of Ghosts. Alright, let's beat ass. I'm gonna smack the shit out of all three of you. So yeah, guys, again, I want to talk about how fusion is a really big mechanic in this game. I know I've bitched about it constantly over the course of this Let's Play, or this stream through, but I'm gonna bitch about it one more time. And I'm gonna bitch about it one more time because of one specific reason. Gate Guardian, Chimera, the Flying Mythical Beast, Cosmo Queen, Crimson Sunbird, Valkyrian the Magna Warrior. That's 5 top fusions right there. Okay? You can't get those fusions until you have cleared at least 2/3 of the game to all of it. But the game wants you to be aware that fusion is a big mechanic. Yes, it's a big mechanic. And it's a mechanic that I can barely fucking access on a maiden voyage of the game while the AI gets to fuck with it all at once because it has tons of units that have access to those fusions when I do not. The only fusions that you could technically use on a maiden voyage are Black Skull Dragon, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, which, to be fair, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon's pretty fucking powerful. And I showed that off a little bit. And like 1 or 2 others, maybe? You can't really use Gate Guardian on a maiden voyage. You can't really use Valkyrian on a maiden voyage. Unless you do what I did, which hurt like fuck. I am beating Skull Knight's ass. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the last band of roaming monsters you will find in the game. Skull Knight, Kazejin, and Pump King, the King of Ghosts have joined your forces. So yeah, you can't even get Pump King until the game is basically fucking over. This is the last mission in Joey's campaign. Do you notice how many different, like, enemies got to take advantage of the power of Pump King? Did you notice how I couldn't? Literally couldn't? Maya's gonna sweep Kaiba first. But will she be able to take him out? I don't rightly know if she can take him down before he kills one of her heartbeats. Or before he gets through. Jesus, yeah, these blue eyes are fucks. very least, she can triple 2/3 of this turn. I'll call that an acceptable loss if it costs me.
Damn!
Alright, I stopped him from summoning Blue Eye's Ultimate Dragon. Oh my god, that hurt. Thank God for the Electro Whip. And that paralysis effect that it has. I'd be fucking dead without it. My Valentine beating Kaiba with his 3 blue eyes, ladies and gentlemen. And she's down 1 heartbeat. And she's still beating his ass. This is hilarious. Okay, Mai is fucked, but so is Kaiba. I knew he was. That was my favorite heartbeat. Douche. Ah! What a douchebag! Somebody stealing a few fish because they're starving is not worth murdering somebody over. I'm sorry that that's a problem for you. But that is not worth killing anybody. Come on. Oh my god. And they were hungry as hell. It justifies surviving, especially when he can catch a few more. It doesn't justify murdering them. Dude, should they have been punished? Absolutely. But killing them with a spear? No, I'm sorry, that's going a little too far. Kicking an ass or two I would have been fine with. But killing somebody? What do you have to say now, Kaiba? You lose! Not bad. Looks like you finally got some guts. But you're still as simple-minded as ever. Battles aren't won with strength. Strategy is everything. What the heck are you talking about? Joey, they got our hideout. It's been completely wiped out. What? You walked right into my trap, Wheeler. While you were out here facing me, my men have been destroying your hideout and taking everything in it. Lady Luck does not smile on the naive. You should try to be more like Yugi. He would have seen this coming. Grr. What in the world ever led a bunch of fleas like you to think you could defeat me? However, I will let you live. I'll give you one chance to run away. What a fitting end for you. Well, I have to hand it to Kaiba. He beat us good. But he seems content to let us get away. He hasn't chased us at all. You're right. He's probably busy trying to find his own way out of this world. You got that right. So, what do we do now? The Black Dragon Squad has been pretty much wiped out. Well, I don't think there's anything we can do but stay low and look for Yugi and Bakura. Sounds good to me. Either way, we'll need to get more allies if we're gonna fight back. It's too obvious for us to move around as a group. The Empire's still looking for us, even if Kaiba's not. I think we should split up, gather more forces, and start over. Then it's settled. We all go our separate ways. For now. See you later. Mai, watch yourself out there. You too, Joey. And so the four parted company in order to elude capture and wait for their next chance to strike at the Empire. After they meet up with Yugi, that chance does come. So this mini-campaign basically leads into Yugi's main campaign, more or less insinuating that Yugi's main campaign is the canonical one, and that Kaiba's is more or less just kind of there. This is the end of Yu-Gi-Oh! The Falsebound Kingdom. When I next start streaming up again, after a couple of... like, I won't be streaming tomorrow, but I will stream later. We will be playing, what is it called? Oh yes. We will be playing Doom: The Dark Ages. I am looking forward to playing that. I have been looking forward to playing that. And it's a gift from my dad for my birthday that arrived a little bit later than my birthday, so I'm going to start streaming that on the next episode. This has been the end of Yu-Gi-Oh! The Falsebound Kingdom. I've had plenty of complaints about this game as we've gone along. It's not all bad. It's still kind of a fun title. If you're somebody who really, really loves Yu-Gi-Oh!, I would recommend hunting it down, probably through emulation. I didn't emulate this. I happen to have a copy and a GameCube that was able to play it. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, it took around like 22 streams to get this done. This was a very long game. It was a fairly fun title. I still enjoyed most of it, but I do admit I wasn't really absorbed in the story at all. Unfortunately, that's kind of the case for virtually every Yu-Gi-Oh! Game I've ever played. A lot of them try to have a semblance of story, and they just don't actually make it very good. I hope you all have enjoyed this project. I know I enjoyed putting it together and going through it. Thank you all very much again. I've been Savage Hound Dusk, and I'll see you all next time when we start up Doom: The Dark Ages. Have a nice day.